get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my.
Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. We got this. 258. Mike 58 right there.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
At the 36-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must get tired of seeing me.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. 12 yards there and a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Rodgers. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Rodgers. On third down. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. And Crosby can't get it to come back. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side. For the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
180! Get the 50. Check my 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. The Packers have Tramon Williams back deep. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
No.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Trying to lay one up deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's Williams on the catch. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean,
and the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack, his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. On the ground, this is Williams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Get him, boy! Come on! 180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Let's go, defense! All right, here we go.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Trubisky's throw pulled in by Robinson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. We're scoreless after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a first and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. That is caught by Cohen. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Tighten up, tighten up. Mike 42.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Now, you've been around me a long time now. You know on second and inches, I love it when teams are aggressive and take a shot, but we just saw the downside to being that aggressive, didn't we?
Now you've given up on a pretty likely first down if they had run the football, and they need to come up with something here on third. Now it's Trubisky, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. from 13 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Bandit. Watch the safety creep.
18.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Zadarius Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
258. I got you.
Rodgers now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but hold on a minute.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Well, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster Screen to knock it away.
That's just flat out a terrific play, because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
To throw is Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking it in from 11 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 30 on second down, Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And he completes it to Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Let's get it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry in the league here for David Montgomery, the man out of Iowa State. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Here we go, dude. Here I come again.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check 43. Move. Jump.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. Instead of making them earn it on 4th, they jump and give them the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
So now then, the penalties got them set up with a 1st and goal.
Strong right.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long to Valdes-Scantling over the middle. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Packers.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for vertical. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Got some room at the 30. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop.
Hey, ball. 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way, creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Shift.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On third down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. A very solid gain of 27.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
from midfield now. Here's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 17, Trubisky. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Preston Smith bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
2nd and goal at the Packers' 18-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Tight right. 4 down, check, 4 down. Hey, Mike, 50.
Now it's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the 2nd half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Trubisky now off the bootleg. He's got Burton here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his first career touchdown in his first career game as the Bears push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Even. 4 down. Even.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Now Cohen. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner, pound away, and try and finish off a game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's Trubisky to throw. Able to find Shaheen here. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Everyone, you got 4.
Here's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Montgomery a first down and then some. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now, after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now Trubisky to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Buster Screen. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn the block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Check, Mike 42. Man, I got you.
Quick pass out to Miller. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 42. Come on, boy.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Geronimo Allison the target there. And it's 3rd and short. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Khalil Mack make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught by Geronimo Allison. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center. You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off? Not yet. Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions. Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers get a score closer. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping. You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, doesn't feel right. Exactly. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
They should have known.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting. Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Trubisky to throw. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Coming to you. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. Behind.
Throwing down is Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Trubisky on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Go! 180! Check. Mike 42. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bears, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.